Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And this weekend marks the release of a Western into theaters. I know, right? We don't get many of those, but it's a remake, of course. So I figured I would go back and check out the original, which is the 1960 film, The Magnificent Seven. Let's check it out. A Mexican village which is periodically raided by the villainous Calvera and his bandits are fed up. The leader of the village goes into town looking for weapons they can afford to defend their town. He meets a gunslinger who talks the leader into hiring gunfighters to protect the village because it would be cheaper. The gunslinger helps the village leader recruit 6 gunfighters and ends up offering his own services even though the town can't afford to give them much in return. The 7 men soon realize they'll be outnumbered by the bandits and teach the townspeople how to shoot and defend themselves as well. Will they finally be able to ward off the bandits for good? So what did I think of the Magnificent Seven? I thought it's a well-made Western. The film is actually a remake of the Japanese movie, The Seven Samurai. Elements are changed around to make it a Western that can stand on its own, and it works just fine. There's some beautiful scenery and cinematography to be seen throughout the film, especially when the 7 are riding horseback to the village. The film does have kind of a slow setup while the team is recruited, but we do get to find out a little about each character, and there are a few arguments that go down between them. Much of the film does feel drawn out and suffers from areas with slow pacing between the characters debating what their next move will be, or just chatting with the townspeople or each other. There's also an unneeded and very forced romantic subplot that should have ended up on the editing room floor. There are a few shootouts when the 7 are confronted by the bandits the first time, and of course an exciting final showdown between the characters. I like that each member of the 7 does get a moment or two of their own to shine. The musical score by Elmer Bernstein is awesome and has certainly become iconic over the years. The cast stars Yul Brynner as Chris Adams, the Cajun gunslinger and leader of the 7, Steve McQueen as Vin Tanner, the drifter, Charles Bronson as Bernardo O'Reilly, the desperate professional, Robert Vaughn as Lee, the veteran, Brad Dexter as Harry Luck, the fortune seeker, James Coburn as Britt, the knife expert, Horst Buchholz as Chico, the young hothead, Eli Wallach as Calvera, the leader of the Mexican bandits, and Rosenda Monteros as Petra, the young woman who Chico takes a liking to. The Magnificent Seven has a few flaws that keep it from being totally magnificent, but the acting, music, and direction makes it an enjoyable Western film. I'm going to give it the rating of do it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with my review of the new Magnificent Seven this weekend, as well as Storks, and probably most likely Snowden. I have to catch that yet. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTruthAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter or the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.